When you walk into a bakery, cafe, or even a convenience store, you'll often see two familiar treats sitting side by side, the cupcake and the muffin. At first glance, they can look almost identical. But when you take a closer look, or better yet, take a bite, you'll quickly realize that there are some important differences between these two beloved baked goods. In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of cupcakes and muffins, their key differences, ingredients, cultural significance, and ultimately why people so often confuse one for the other. Right here, on History of Simple Things. Cupcakes and muffins may look similar today, but their roots are different. Cupcakes first appeared in the early 19th century in America and were called cupcakes because they were baked in small cups and used cup measurements for ingredients. They were essentially miniature cakes meant for convenience. Muffins, on the other hand, split into two traditions. In the UK, muffins were flat, yeast-based breads, like English muffins, while in the US, muffins evolved into quick breads made with baking powder or soda, often filled with fruit or nuts. So while cupcakes were born as little cakes for dessert, muffins developed as a hearty bread for breakfast or snacking. So what actually sets them apart? The first big difference lies in their ingredients and how those ingredients are handled. Cupcakes are, at their core, miniature cakes. They are made with a higher amount of sugar and fat, which makes them lighter, sweeter, and more delicate. The batter is mixed carefully to incorporate air, giving cupcakes a fluffy, tender crumb. They are often topped with frosting, sprinkles, or fillings to emphasize their role as a dessert. The entire experience of eating a cupcake is designed to feel indulgent and celebratory, almost like unwrapping a gift every time you peel back that paper liner. Muffins, by contrast, are prepared using a mixing method that is less about precision and more about combining ingredients quickly. The classic muffin method involves mixing wet and dry ingredients separately, then gently combining them to avoid overmixing. This leads to a denser, more textured crumb. Muffins usually contain less sugar than cupcakes and can even include whole grains or alternative flours. They're often packed with add-ins like blueberries, chocolate chips, nuts, or even vegetables like zucchini and carrots. Unlike cupcakes, muffins are rarely frosted. At most, they may have a crumbly streusel topping or a light glaze. This difference in preparation gives muffins a more rustic, hearty quality compared to the refined sweetness of cupcakes. Another major distinction is presentation. Cupcakes are almost always decorated. Whether it's a swirl of buttercream frosting, a drizzle of ganache, or an edible topper, cupcakes are designed to look attractive and festive. The emphasis is not just on flavor, but on visual appeal. This is why cupcakes are such popular choices for parties, weddings, and celebrations. They're not just food, they're part of the decor. Cupcake shops around the world have turned this into an art form, experimenting with towering frostings, gourmet fillings, and even alcohol-infused versions for adults. Muffins, on the other hand, tend to have a more modest appearance. They are served plain, with their domed tops being the main visual attraction. Some might be sprinkled with oats, cinnamon sugar, or streusel, but the overall aesthetic is casual rather than fancy. Muffins are made to be eaten on the go, held in your hand as you head to work or paired with a cup of coffee in the morning. They're practical, not ornamental, and that simplicity is part of their charm. Interestingly, cupcakes and muffins also carry very different reputations when it comes to nutrition. Cupcakes are widely seen as treats, fun, delicious, but definitely indulgent. People don't eat cupcakes for breakfast. They eat them to celebrate, to satisfy a sweet craving or as a dessert. Muffins, in contrast, have been marketed heavily as a healthier alternative. The idea of a blueberry muffin or a bran muffin feels like a wholesome choice, something you can justify eating in the morning. But here's the twist. Many commercially produced muffins are actually just as calorie-dense and sugary as cupcakes, sometimes even more so. The difference is perception. Because muffins often contain fruit, nuts, or whole grains, they give off a healthier vibe. But nutritionally, they may not be very different from cupcakes depending on the recipe. Beyond taste and nutrition, cupcakes and muffins also play different roles culturally. Cupcakes are deeply embedded in pop culture. They experienced a huge boom in the early 2000s, thanks in part to TV shows, specialized bakeries, and the rise of food blogging and Instagram-worthy desserts. Cupcakes became a way to express creativity, with bakers experimenting with flavors and designs. They came to symbolize fun, nostalgia, and artistry. Muffins, meanwhile, are associated more with daily life. They are the steady companion of the working person, the quick breakfast solution for busy mornings, and the comforting snack for coffee breaks. Muffins represent practicality, sustenance, and routine. While they may not inspire the same excitement as a beautifully frosted cupcake, they provide a sense of familiarity and comfort that makes them just as valuable in a different way. So which one is better? The answer depends entirely on what you're looking for. If you want something celebratory, indulgent, and visually stunning, cupcakes are the obvious choice. They're fun to eat, fun to make, and fun to share. But if you want something filling, versatile, and easy to grab on the go, muffins are your best bet. They can be sweet or savory, simple or complex, but they'll always be reliable. In many ways, cupcakes and muffins complement each other. One satisfies our craving for sweetness and festivity, while the other fits seamlessly into the rhythm of our daily lives. And the next time you see them side by side at a bakery, you'll know exactly why they're different, and maybe you'll appreciate them both a little more. After all, life is sweeter with variety. And whether it's a cupcake or a muffin, there's always room for a little baked goodness. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.